I get asked a lot, whether in person, Facebook, or on YouTube via private messaging, about how to put together a good emergency kit. With so much information out there on the subject, it can be overwhelming to some people, especially those who are just becoming preparedness minded. Mike and I already have vehicle emergency bags, bug out bags, and plenty of preps at home. But to make it easy for those just getting started, I thought I'd create a new emergency kit from scratch. Keep in mind, the emergency kit I'm demonstrating here is just a very basic kit to get you started. Every person is different and we all have different needs. Some people may have children to think about, or pets, or elderly family members that will determine what additional items need to go in your kit. Another thing to think about is your geographical location. I live in Florida, so it rarely gets cold enough here to warrant packing heavy clothes and cold weather gear. You, on the other hand, may live in, say, like Montana or Michigan, and your needs, of course, will be different from mine. This is just basic supplies to get you started. It is in no way meant to be an exhaustive or complete list of supplies. You'll need something to store your gear and supplies in. I would suggest a backpack. Makes it much easier to carry, and it doesn't have to be the latest, greatest tactical looking pack. Something simple and cheap will work just fine. I like this one because it's inexpensive and doesn't stick out much. In an urban and everyday environment, you see people with packs like this all the time. So let's go over some of the contents you might have in your bag. A manual can opener. In fact, I want y'all to take a look at this. Does anybody know what this is? Super simple little can opener. Some sort of a flashlight. Now this one happens to be a hand crank flashlight that is also a radio. That way,
more than a few calls about mortgage prepayment programs.
That way you know what's going on out there in the world. I have this little solar charger that I like to put in my bag because I can charge my cell phone and other electronic devices. And then also, of course, I have several different size batteries because you never know when you're going to need those. Some type of a multi-tool. Now this one comes with obviously pliers, a cutter, several different knife blades, a screwdriver, nail file. Very nice to have. And compact too. Some kind of a first aid kit. I actually happened to get this from Skinny Medic here on YouTube. Now I happen to have on hand already a little survival tin that's got all kinds of goodies inside this. This has several useful items in it, like a little canister of items to fish with, duct tape. This is another little tiny little flashlight, a razor blade, a little tiny compass, some fishing wire, little bit of paper and a pencil, another Bic lighter, paracord bracelet. If you happen to have one of these on hand, include that in your bag. It rarely gets cold enough here in Florida to be a major concern, but I do carry an emergency blanket, a couple ponchos. This is just a simple hand warmer pack, and a really light jacket. And don't forget, if you do take medications, to include some of those in here as well. You're going to want some personal toiletry items. I just have some toilet paper, some baby wipes, some hand sanitizer, and toothbrush and toothpaste. Always good to have some cordage. This is probably about 50 feet of paracord. And I also have another really good compass. In my little kit that I have, I just had a little tiny one, but this is a really, really nice compass. Also, a fire starter pack, something to start fire with. I like Bic lighters, so I carry a couple extra ones. This is just a tiny little fire kit that I made up in a little Altoids tin. These are great little tins to keep on hand for all kinds of little things. But inside here I have some dryer lint, which is great for starting a fire, a magnesium fire starter, and a couple little tea light candles. Nothing beats having a really good knife in your pack. And this is razor sharp. I personally carry a firearm wherever I go. So in my pack, I'm going to include some extra ammo. I like to carry this little camping cup. It's always good to carry some kind of a container. Now this is intended to be a 72-hour emergency pack, and the guidelines for water usage is 1 gallon per person per day. So it's not feasible to carry all that much water with you. So what I've done is I've got a couple bottles of water that I'll put in here. And then in my area, we have all kinds of water. Rivers, lakes, swimming pools. So what I carry is a life straw. That way I can filter any of that water anywhere I go. So you're going to need some food. I highly recommend non-perishable food that is very easy to prepare. Or better yet, things like chicken, tuna, or peanut butter that you can eat right out of the pack. Or something as simple as dehydrated Mountain House foods that all you add is hot water. Or you can get some packs of these dehydrated soups that actually feed 8 people with this one bag. And don't forget a change of clothes, because if an emergency happens, you're probably not going to be dressed for the occasion. So now you have a basic starter emergency kit. Like I said, your needs may be different from mine based on several factors. You can start with something like this and then make adjustments as needed. A lot of times, some of the items I mentioned can be found just lying around your house. And you don't really need to spend a lot of money either. If you'll check the description box below, I've put a direct link where you can get any items you may not already have, as well as complete emergency kits ready to go. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And if there's other items that you would include in your emergency kit, I would love to hear about them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. What's this called?
Okay.
About how to put together a good emergency kit. With so many information out there on this subject.
Not so much information.
Huh?
You said with so many information.
Oh. And with so much information out there on the subject, it can be overwhelming to some people. Did I say that right?
Sun people.
No, I know, but I mean.
You said sun people.
I was already done. I knew I was going to start over again. This is just basic supplies to get you. It's in no way.
All right. All right,
sit there and look.
Come on now.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. A flashlight. Now this one happens to be a wind-up flashlight that is also a radio. Very good to have.
All right, hang on.
Some, wait, what is this called?
Duct tape.
A lot of times, some of these items I mentioned can just be fine. It's on me? Shit. I'm scared.